You must have noticed how serious Koreans are about food.
Yes.
So what's your favorite Korean ballpark snack or food?
Ooh, ballpark food?
Yeah.
Probably the fried chicken, duh. It's so much better than in America. I think the best fried chicken I've had was at the Busan Stadium. It was so good. But my favorite is bulgogi in general. I had never had Korean barbecue before coming to Korea, so I'm a little spoiled. So I love Korean barbecue, even the bulgogi pizza. I'm also not very picky. I'm not vegan or gluten-free or lactose intolerant, so I can pretty much eat whatever. And I like spicy food.
Do you know about chimek?
Chimek.
You ever heard about it?
Oh, chicken and beer, like mekju. Yes, yes, yes.
Plus beer, so it's called chimek.
I had to think about it. I was like, wait a second. I don't drink beer. I'm boring. I know. Neither Ryan or I really drink. I've had some soju. Yeah, one of the catchers, we did a going away dinner for him because he's a bullpen catcher and he's going to the military. So I had some soju that night. I mean, I go months without drinking, so whenever I even have a little bit, I'm like head rushed. I'm like, I have one shot of soju, I'm like, I'm drunk.
Does Ryan have any specific routines when preparing for the game? Does he have any particular jinxes?
I wouldn't say any jinxes, but every morning and every night he does his meditation and his red light. Normally, if it's a home game, he'll cook himself eggs, hash browns, and sausage, so a very American breakfast. And then he'll normally watch a little TV, go for a walk, or play guitar, something like that. And then really other than that, he just kind of listens to music and locks in. He's very serious. He doesn't really have like lucky socks or anything like that. Both his parents have passed away, so every time before he pitches on the mound, you'll see him write something in the dirt. So he always writes their initials, but that's pretty much it.
Ryan must have faced most of the Korean hitters by now. So is there any batter in particular that he found especially tough to pitch against?
He's never mentioned someone particularly. It's funny, he doesn't really know the batting averages of the team until after the fact. I think statistically he does better against righties than lefties, but that's pretty much it. I think, I remember he had mentioned Socrates from last year, but that was really the only person he ever mentioned.
The former Major League pitcher Ryu is in the same team. How has he helped out Ryan adjust to Korean baseball?
Ryu's amazing. So I think Ryan gets a lot of mentorship from him, both from just seeing him lead by example, and then also some of the advice and stuff like that. But I think it's just been really cool for him to be under such a veteran. And then I know with Cody, I think Ryan is maybe teaching Cody a slider, and then Cody is teaching Ryan one of his main pitches. I forget which one it is. So it's cool to kind of see all of the pitchers come together to help each other be better.
If someone asked Ryan who the GOAT of Korean baseball is, who do you think he would say?
Ryu.
Is that an obvious question?
No, I think he just has so much respect for him. And I think he's really good in ways that I think a fan wouldn't necessarily even realize, but like his baseball IQ is really high, and he's just a really, really, really talented player. And I know I have a lot of respect for him coming back and like doing so much to help the younger players. Like he did a lot to put the new facility together too. So it's like not only is he so invested on the field and in the game, but off the field and making the KBO better as a whole.
Do you have a favorite Korean baseball?
I have a couple. Obviously, Ryu's up there. I really like Moon Dong-ju. Lee Sung-yu spent Christmas with my family in the States. He's in the minors right now. So on a personal level, he's one of my faves. I also really like our first baseman. I just think him and his son are so cute. He's so talented, and I love seeing him get really passionate. Oh, and I really like number 3 from Kia. He's a smaller player. I think we're the same height. We're both 5 feet 5 inches. I'm not sure what that is in centimeters. But he was so passionate, and I thought that he was really talented, and he's kind of had a great couple of years too. So he's kind of become one of my faves.
In Korea, athletes are known to eat boyangsik, which is energy boosting foods to charge stamina. For example, Premier League star Ji Sung Park ate snake. Korea's first major leaguer, Chan-ho Park, had wild Korean ginseng.
Uh-huh.
So does Ryan have any kind of health food to stay energized?
He just tries to eat really, really balanced. He just tries to eat fruits and veggies and clean meat. I know, kind of boring. No snake or anything like that.
Cannot always win in baseball, obviously. What's Ryan like when at home after a tough loss? How do you cheer him up?
Oh.
Would this be something R-rated to share?
No, he's pretty good at leaving it at the field. Like, he might be disappointed or sad, especially whether it's he was pitching or someone else was pitching, but I feel like it makes him really, really passionate for the next game. He tends to kind of look forward to the next one. Let's say he didn't play well or something like that. I normally joke. I'm like, well, you know who doesn't care? And he's always like, who? I'm like, our dog. He has no idea how you pitched or not. Like, he'll still love you no matter what. Me too. Sometimes I'll have some favorite foods of him, ready when we get home, or like a favorite show to watch, amongst other things. So I try to do the best I can to help him. But no, he's pretty mature and can kind of get over it on his own most of the time.
What's one thing you truly hope Ryan can accomplish during his time in Korea?
I really would hope that he can accomplish being on a playoff team and a winning team. Like, his goal coming back this year is to win the title, and I think the team can really do it. I know going into the season, I don't think a lot of people believed in that, but he's kind of been saying that from the beginning, so I know that's his goal.
So everyone knows Ryan the pitcher by now, but what's Ryan the husband like?
I always tell people he's the kindest person I've ever met. He's extremely thoughtful. He'll randomly get me flowers or write me notes. He's very, very sweet. He's always very encouraging to me if I, have a bad day at work or if I don't feel like doing my run. He's always like, this makes you happy. Make sure that you have time to do that. Every game before he pitches, he makes sure that the translator messages me to make sure that I got to the game okay. He always says that's the last part of his routine before he pitches, is making sure I got there to my seat without any problems. But he's just really kind-hearted, and he's really clean. He's like so organized. He's cleaner than me. He's a good cook, and he loves to hunt and fish, and he's very outdoorsy, and he just likes to have peace. He's not on his phone a lot. Like, if it was up to him, he'd probably be camping all day, every day. He's a pretty simple, kind person.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Sure, we'll see how I answer it at the moment.
How did you and Ryan meet?
That's a really good question. So my family in America, baseball players, they play in summer leagues. And so my family hosts players for the summer league, so they don't have to pay for housing. So we actually hosted as two best friends. And so him and I were both dating other people at the time. And so then about 3 years later, we were both single. And so his friends had always said, you and Ryan would get along so well. And so they introduced us, and they were right. We got along so well. So I was visiting him a couple of times in Arizona when he was with the D-backs. And then COVID happened. So because both his parents have passed away, he didn't necessarily have like a home base to go to. So he ended up coming back to North Carolina with me. And then he just never booked another ticket home. So been together ever since.
Who fell for who first?
Now, this is a debate. Probably me, if I'm being honest, but I wouldn't say that to his face. I'm gonna hope he doesn't watch this part. I remember the first time he said, I love you. I was texting my friends and I said, I think I love this guy. And he leaned over and saw that I said that on my phone, and he looked at me and he said, I love you too. So technically he was the one that said it out loud first. So you can make your own decision on who you think really said it first.
What made you fall for him?
Ryan has some swag. He's very, very kind. He's, soft-spoken and very even keel. I think I have a lot of energy. I'm always bouncing around and doing things. And so I think just having someone who is like really calm and steady and strong was just really attractive. This side's better.
Yeah, it hurts less.
Yeah, 네. That's crazy.
The Hanwha fan gave Ryan the nickname Daejeon Jesus. How did you guys feel about that?
I loved it. At first, I didn't fully understand, and then you start getting sent pictures of your husband's face photoshopped on top of Jesus. So we thought it was really fun, and then they made the t-shirts last year with it, and everybody back home wants one. I think if they would have sold them online and shipped international, they would have had like 100 people back home who wanted them. But I think it's really sweet.
Is Ryan holding off on a haircut because he doesn't want to disappoint the fans?
He loves the beard and the mustache and the hair. Ever since we met, he's been growing it out. So I feel like this is his excuse to keep it so that I can't tell him to shave. But we both like the hair. I've told him to shave the beard before, but it's grown on me, so now we both like the beard. Right before we met, so he's Italian, and he had like short spiky hair, and he started growing it out right before we met. So I've never known him with very short hair, so I'm pretty obsessed with the long hair. His family always wanted him to cut it. They would always tease him, but I'm glad he never did.
I heard Ryan's fans often leave sweet comments on your social. Is there one that really warmed your heart or stuck with you?
Oh my gosh. I mean, a million. Every single comment. I mean, I normally read them to Ryan. He doesn't really go on social media. So I'll kind of read him the really nice ones. But, just the thoughtful stuff talking about how, they feel like he's really impacted the team positively, and like that, he's part of what's given them hope that they can win it all this season. So that stuff means a lot to him because I know that's his goal. Did everything feel okay when he was feeling around?
Yeah.
Oh, it just made me nervous.
괜찮으시? 강도를 세팅해야 되는데.
Oh yeah, the sound made me nervous.
Yeah. Feel any kind of weird pain?
Right? Like where yeah.
Because you only feel pain if the machine reacts on the exact spot.
Yeah,
So
like
you can
right
actually
there.
Find where the problem is.
I think, yeah, I
That's
think
the
he
reaction.
found it.
이게
This is the lowest level.
So it must be a bad one in there.
Yeah.
Like, yep, right in there. Yeah, it's crazy. When he goes around like that, nothing. That's fine. Right in there, I feel it a little bit. Like right there, yeah. That's crazy.
Okay. Can I continue with the question?
Oh, yeah.
Because some people can't answer because it hurts so much. But
No, this just means I have to be extra honest. I don't have time to think of a lie.
the Ponce joined the team last year.
Yeah.
So how has that changed things for you and Ryan?
Yeah, it's been awesome having the Ponces here. Emma and I get along really well, and we have a lot of fun together, and obviously he's been dominating. He just got the KBO MVP yesterday, so it's just been awesome to have another pitcher on the team who really goes deep into games and helps us win, so I've been loving it.
And you get along with his wife Emma. I heard that you and Emma made a running crew. How did this idea come up?
So it was actually Emma's idea. She knew I was into running, and she was trying to get back into running. And so she was like, what do you think of this? And I was like, I don't know how it'll do, I'll be honest, but let's just give it a try. So we organized it, and it's done better than we could have expected. So just really grateful for that. And it's been so much fun. So I'm excited. I think our next one is gonna be May 17th. So we're really, really excited.
Have you had a chance to bond with Ryu's wife too?
We've got to meet her a couple of times. So they live in Seoul, and she has kids. So they don't come to every game, but it's been nice seeing her, and we're gonna see her on Monday. We're doing a little apartment tour. It'll be on her YouTube, and I think we're gonna cook some traditional Korean food together. So I'm really excited for that, but yeah, she's been lovely.
Is it your first time cooking Korean food?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I'm nervous. Ooh, right there. Kingjongdwayo. Ooh.
Is that the spot?
Apparently that's the spot. Both sides.
People mostly know you as Ryan's wife, but you're also the CEO of Power Move Marketing.
Yes.
Can you tell us a bit about your company?
Of course. I went to graduate school as well in the States. It was the #3 business program in the country. And during that time, I started Power Move Marketing. It was just me when I started, and then now it's expanded. I have about 30 total team members that I manage, all remote. I've been doing it for over 5 years now. And so we do digital marketing. We're full service. So we help do paid ads, influencer marketing, social media, email, web dev, you name it, search engine optimization. Thankfully, because it's remote, I've been able to manage it from here, and I just get up really, really early, I guess you could say in the night. It's not even really in the morning at this point, so I get up really early in the night and do my calls and my work, and then hang out during the day, and if Ryan's not pitching, I'll go to bed early and do it all over again.
You were also an athlete back in Wake Forest University. I believe you played volleyball there.
Yes.
Was there a reason you chose to step away from being an athlete?
Well, one, I ran out of eligibility. With the NCAA, you only get 4 years of eligibility, and I played all 4 years. I was a libero and a captain of the team. And then after that, there was no indoor professional volleyball in the United States. So ironically, I did not want to live abroad. So I ended up doing it anyway. So I practiced a little bit with the Taiwanese professional team when Ryan played in Taiwan, and that was really cool. But I would definitely play out here in Korea if I had the chance. But yeah, there just wasn't opportunity at the time. But I love volleyball and still play some. Ooh, that was a good one. That's why I went to the bathroom first. Oh. Whee! Ooh, good one.
Thank you.
That was good.
Thank you.
It's so fun. 감사합니다. 끝났어요. That was great. No pain, I promise. 네. And Ryan's, and I normally, if I'm speaking in Korean though, I use the voice text. Writing's hard.
Do you listen to K-pop music?
A little bit, and it's funny, some artists that I like have been doing some K-pop collabs, like Bruno Mars and Meg Thee Stallion and stuff, so it's been funny. Hearing my friends listen to K-pop has been really cool, because I was already listening to some here.
Do you have a favorite song?
I don't know, really anything by BTS, and then I don't know if it's technically K-pop, but Never Play with Meg Thee Stallion and, oh my gosh, the lead singer from BTS, whose name I'm blanking on. But that's a good one too. I'm gonna have to look it up when I have my phone. But he's good. That makes me feel better. 괜찮아요. 나도. Oh, nice. This feels warm now. This feels so good. 반반. Both? 해주세요. 감사합니다. Yay. I'm gonna do a long run tomorrow. Actually, not as long as usual. I think it's only maybe 14-ish kilometers. So it's not terrible. Normally my long run is between like 17 and 20 kilometers. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 14? I don't know in kilometers, don't hate me. But my last half marathon, I finished the maybe 21-ish kilometers in 1 hour and 37 minutes. So maybe a little over 4 minutes a kilometer, maybe. I would say like an average finish time would be like 2 hours. I'm trying to get it like an elite half marathon would be like 1 hour and 30. Like 137 is pretty good, but I'd like to get it.
I've heard of runner's high a lot, but I've
Yeah.
never experienced it myself. Do you experience it?
Yes, I think you have to run a lot to get it. Like,
How much?
I would say if you run consistently for maybe a month or two, you'll start to feel it, but you don't feel it like every run. Like sometimes I feel it after I run. When you're a runner, you do like 80% of your runs slow and only 20% of them like really trying to go fast. So I'll normally get it like, if I'm doing a slow run, all of a sudden it's like, I feel like I could go for 20 miles. Like I feel like I could do like 50 kilometers and have no problem. But it's like, you just have to practice. 많이 연습해요.
Is it possible to get runner's high playing soccer?
I think so. Like that constant running, and then it's the endorphin rush. I think you could get that high doing anything. You know what I mean?
I'm curious how it feels.
I would say like, it just feels like you could keep going and you feel like you're not really trying. You're just on autopilot and you just feel really happy. I sometimes get it even after I run. Like sometimes Ryan will be like, did you run this morning? You're in such a good mood. I'm like, yeah. I think anybody can get it if they do it consistently enough. I think it's the consistency, because running really sucks. You know, it's really hard. It's not fun until you do it a lot, and then it gets easy. So like if you can run 10 miles, you might get like a runner's high at like 3 miles. But if you only ever run like 1 mile, you might not ever really run long enough to get that runner's high.
The key is consistency.
I think it's consistency. But I feel like that's kind of the key to anything in life. You know, like even Ryan with pitching, like we joke, like, you know, if he went to a normal doctor, let's say he had shoulder pain, he doesn't, but if he did, they would say, oh, just stop throwing at 100 miles an hour and you'll feel better. But that's not really an option for him, right? So it's like figuring out ways to like being able to keep going. It's kind of the same with running. If you run a lot, a normal doctor will say, oh, you have pain, just stop running. But if you figure out how to keep running and not have pain, then you can have that runner's high and feel really good.
Per session, how long does it take?
Oh, the sessions are like 15 minutes. They literally just crack you and leave you. Yeah. Yeah, it's wham bam, thank you ma'am. Like they get you in and out. They don't do any of all this stuff, which I presume it's probably important to do everything in tandem, not just crack you and leave you.
Okay, Haley, how was the manual therapy?
It was so good. I was just saying, I feel like a new person. Hopefully I'm a little taller now too.
So how was it different compared to chiropractic in the US?
I think in the US, you kind of just walk in and get it done. There's not really a whole lot of, you know, you might talk a little bit about your pains, but they're not giving you an x-ray and scanning your body and doing all of that. So I felt like there was just a lot of care taken into the process. So I felt like that's going to get a lot better result than just walking in and it's the same cookie cutter thing for everybody.
Who do you want to recommend this therapy to?
I want to recommend it to Ryan. I've already thought about it like 12 times. I'm like, I want to call him. I hope he hasn't put his phone down for the game yet. I'm like, maybe he can sneak out here this weekend, because back home, I was telling you he broke his back when he was in college and he was actually in a wheelchair. And so he relied heavily on a doctor who is a doctor of chiropractory. And that was a huge part of his recovery. So I know he would love to do something like this.
Do you have any goals or dreams you want to achieve while you're in Korea?
Ooh, there's a lot. People have sent me some really good recommendations. There's some cool museums I still want to go to. I want to do Hanbok, I believe. A lot of people have recommended that to me. It looks amazing. There's some amusement parks that look really cool. I saw someone feeding a tiger in Seoul, so how could you not want to do that? And then I'm really excited to go to Jeju. I'm doing the half marathon there, so I think it's really cool to be able to run a race in different countries. So I'm hoping to get a personal best there would be nice too.
Is there anything you'd like to say to Ryan right now?
Aw, well, good luck at your game this weekend. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, you will have won and gone 7 or 8 innings with no runs and 13 plus strikeouts would be the dream. But hopefully, you know, we can just have a great weekend and a sweep.
So Hanwha is leading the league for the first time in 18 years. Big congrats. Also, Hanwha will reach their first 10-game winning streak in 26 years if they win today. Is there anything you'd like to say to the fans?
Let's see. Hanwha 팬들 최고. Hanwha fans are the best. They have been so kind and they really make Korea feel like home. I know anytime I have trouble with something, if somebody's just in my messages, I might ask them like, hey, what does this mean or what should I do? And they're always quick to answer and never expect anything in return. And they're so friendly and come to games. So I just want to say thank you so much for making Korea feel like home. It would not be the same without this particular fan base. So I'm really grateful.
We wish you and Ryan the best too.
사랑해요.
Thanks for the interview today, Hailey.
Thank you. And thank you guys. This was amazing. I feel so good. I'm like about to spin all the way around.
Okay, that's it for today. I have a little gift for you.
Oh, I'm so excited.
It's yakgwa. Have you heard of it?
I'd have to look at it. Don't hate me. Is it cookies? The Korean,
Korean
coffee
cookie.
cookie?
It's not coffee, but it's a traditional Korean dessert.
Okay.
It's sweet and chewy and full of flavor.
No, okay, I haven't seen this.
You
I was
haven't?
like, I thought I'd heard of it, maybe. This is amazing. Thank you so much.
So it's a premium version of yakgwa. So hope you enjoy it.
I will. I might enjoy this in the taxi very shortly. That looks so good. What's the flavor like?
Well, it's made with honey, flour, and ginger.
That
it's like.
sounds amazing. 나는 신나요. Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I know I haven't had a lot of sweets since I've been here, so this
really?
is perfect. Yes.
For your diet?
No, I'm bad. I do have a really big sweet tooth, and so I like my sweets to be like American sickeningly sweet when I eat sweets. And you know the cakes here, it's whipped cream. The frosting isn't like icing like it is in the US. It's like very light and fluffy, which is probably way better for you and how it should be. But I'm conditioned, if I'm gonna have something bad for me, it's gonna be really bad. You know what I mean? So when Lee Sang-yu came to my family's house for Christmas, my mom made brownies and I was like, oh, try some, but I knew he wasn't gonna like them because they're so sweet. You know, American stuff is just so sweet. So I gave him the tiniest piece and he was like,
Oh my god, I can imagine.
I was like, cute. I was like, fake it for my mom. I was like, you have to pretend you like it a little bit. We fake it in America. He was like, oh, too sweet. 달아요, 달아요. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, you gotta
Normally
fake
Koreans
it.
also fake it, right?
Maybe it was
He
just
was
too
so honest.
sweet. He was having a stroke. He had a little seizure. Yeah, I don't think he was ready for how sweet things are in the US. Have you heard of a crumble cookie?
No.
These cookies are crazy. One cookie, I can't eat them because one cookie is like literally 1,000 or more calories. One cookie. 한 개 cookie. 1,000 calories. So maybe when my mom comes to Korea, maybe I'll have her bring the ingredients for a brownie and see if it passes the test with anyone. Because I love them. But I'm thinking I'm the only one. Yeah, this is all my
What is it?
Korean studying.
Oh.
There it goes.
Thank you.
조심해요. Normally we kind of sit at like tables behind home plate. Is like the normal family section. I'm excited. This is my first time being in our fan section. And it looks so fun. So I'm actually really excited.
Do you get free tickets?
Home games, yes. Away games, no.
No.
Interesting. Yeah. So we paid for our tickets for tomorrow.
I assume families will get free tickets, but no.
Oops.
없어.
Let's see. 내일 내 ticket 너무 비싸요. It's very expensive. Me and Emma's ticket was $120 US. But I'm excited to sit in the fan section. It's pretty cool. So we've never done it. It's impossible. Even for me, if I bring a friend or something to the game, it's even hard to get my friend. Like I maybe can get one friend once a week into the games. They sell out. I see them camped out and stuff too for like the spare tickets, I guess. And the day that the Dreamers jersey came out, it was like the line was like wrapped around the stadium. People had little tents and stuff. Were you? They give the players 2 of those. So Ryan has one that has his name on it, and then the other one has the kid's name on it. So for the game, he wore the one with the child's name, and then I got to wear, he had somebody give me the jersey after like the first inning, the spare one. So me and Emma wore the spare jerseys, and we wanted to buy like a real one, but you couldn't, I mean, we couldn't even get in the gift shop. I was like, I give up. I love the space fairies. Kumdori?
Yeah, that's right.
Kumdori. I love them. They're so cute. I love learning about each of like their meanings and stuff. I think they're so cute. You know how the taxis have the spaceships now at the top of the car? I want one of those now. I'm like, they're so funny. I don't have a car. Cha 없어요. Let's check. No, I haven't gotten anything. Emma said she hasn't heard from Cody either. 미안해요. I was hoping
That's
I'd
okay.
be able to, but
It's alright.
so poor. 미안해요. Let's see.